This is less an actual "are you all here" and more just me being polite and telling you to be quiet for a moment.
So who's doing the recap this time?
You elected it to be James.
I believe you elected to be me, and you said you want me to do it in my character's voice.
Yes, this is true.
One thing I will say before you start, I don't know how long we're going to run tonight. It depends how long I can stay awake. I will try to give you a minimum of 2 hours.
No problem.
Anyway, James, take it away.
Alright then, thank you very much. As the party started, we were going down a set of stairs, and they started to argue about where they wanted to go next. So they went into a large room, and one of them proceeded to lose one's lunch as they saw a pony getting spit roasted over a fire. Rather gruesome, if you ask me. And then they proceeded to search some other rooms for some medical supplies and stuff, and seeing some gruesomely dead ponies, or skeletal-like, just nasty looking. And as this was going on, I managed to get out of my bonds and started to look around, because I remember them hiding my stuff in this room, and I just couldn't remember where. So I started knocking things around, and then I made a bit of commotion, and the group came in, like, "Hey, where's this nose coming from?" No, ah! And then we all had our little pleasantries, and then we just wandered off through a room, and then we came across this other alcove outside the back, where I proceeded to open the door to be polite and set up a landmine. Didn't kill the party though. I managed to close the door and knock everyone aside so it wouldn't get destroyed. However, we did manage to see a rather disgusting looking monster inside the room, and we decided that, are we going to go in or not? And that's where we ended off.
I will just make one clarification. You did not see the creature yet.
Yeah, okay. But I thought we kind of did, because that's why I rolled the academics roll.
No, you.
That was based on verbal information.
Oh, that's right.
As well as the fact that Adagio has additional information that he may choose to share or not.
No problem.
So, after the mine goes off, there's a few moments silence, and then you hear thud, thud, thud. Very loud, very heavy. What are y'all doing?
Backing away from
the door.
Yeah.
I'm backing away from the door a bit and aiming my guns at the door.
Maybe
I'm
Reddy's
backing
hammer.
up to her. I'm going to back up and say, I would say take cover away from the doorway. I'm using what I
Maybe
can to
Reddy's
get-
hammer. Bring it on!
Who's
You
the
have to get over
upside down
here.
pony?
You have to get over here.
Thud, thud, thud.
And at this point, I let the party know that that's probably one of the experiments that they were running on the effects of taint and IMP on an earth pony.
I'm gonna try and grab Miranda's tail and pull her behind. Because I know she's fast enough to get up there if she needs to. She doesn't need to be there to start.
Make a strength check.
Do what?
Make a strength check.
Fun.
Excuse me, but did you say experiment?
Yes, experiments. Like, legitimate, live pony experiments.
Oh god. Fallout Equestria. Okay.
So as you go to pull Mayan's tail, she sets her feet in the ground and she does not budge.
Why do I think I should be hearing none shall pass?
I am the unmovable wall.
You shall not pass. So,
All right, we'll consider it a draw.
no, Glacier lost. Oh, so you can just stay at that Glacier.
Linda, get behind me. We both know you're fast enough to get there after we see what it is. You don't need to be right there in the way of danger.
But fine. But only because you asked, Blueberry.
So, the door that took the hit from the mine, it falls off its hinge, this left one. It's a double door. The left one falls off its hinge, letting you see into the room. To the left, you see a wall a door, a metal door that's barred with a metal fucking rail being pounded on by something. There are several more thud, thud, thuds.
Why do I want to say somebody's giving that pony too many steroids?
I was gonna say, kill it with fire!
Lots of napalm.
Okay, so the door comes fucking flying off. The metal bar breaks, and the door flies halfway into the room. Out stumbles what can only be described as just a mass of muscle and growth. It was a pony at one point, but now it's just a really, really large muscle mass. It looks angry.
Is it way over there, or is it actually over here at the door?
No, it's over there. It broke through a different door. It was being trapped somewhere.
So
It's
if,
no
it,
longer
if it
trapped.
broke this door from over there...
No.
No,
it
that
broke
door was
this
already
door.
blown in.
So, I'll explain again. This door was the one that got hit by the mine, and one of the doors just fell off its hinges, and then after a few more thuds, the door inside the building just fucking came flying off its hinges, and the monstrosity stepped out. Let me just get the initiative order cleared.
Wow, it looks like he skipped leg day.
He did not skip leg day.
Bulk biceps did, though.
Imagine bulk biceps, except from massive muscle. Everybody please roll initiative.
Come here, figure, so I can see you.
But I want to pipsqueak it.
Jesus!
Holy shit.
Like Blueberry said, we both know you're fast enough.
My Uda was ready for this shit.
I rolled a 13 for once instead of a 1.
Shit, I'm really sorry. Amanda, you get to go first.
Quite clearly.
This creature is clearly threatening, correct?
It is. Oh, sorry, I should have. Sorry, I forgot to mention something. This thing is size 1.5, so everybody take the accuracy bonus you get. Yes, this thing is a monstrosity. It is looking like it wants to eat you.
My Uda looks at Blueberry. Do I smash it to protect all of you?
Does it look aggressive?
Yes, it's fucking foaming at the mouth.
If you can get there, hit it and get back.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. So Mayuda goes running forward, full freaking speed, in a charge, screaming, "For friends and beer!"
Hey, Pip, I rolled it under my character name. Or my name. Shall I roll initiative again?
No,
No, it
Yours.
rolled properly.
Hold on.
As long as you have your token selected, it'll put the correct character on the turn order.
Well, that'll throw yours in.
I got a 13 also.
I'm not gonna make
You play Grease, right?
Yeah.
He's already on there.
Oh yeah,
Why,
I'm not gonna
why do we
roll
have 2 Rena M?
this.
I only see one.
Yeah, my token is showing Rena M.
I don't know. Fee, roll your attack, please. It's size 1.5, so however many bonuses you
looking at the
have.
bonuses for charge. Okay, so anyone attacking me gets a 10% to hit. But I add my endurance plus agility times 2 as damage to my attack, and I get a 10% chance to hit. Okay. Agility plus endurance, so 7 plus 18 is 25. So I get 10 for that. And then I am working on it. Sorry, it's the first time I've ever actually done a charge attack. I'm not used to playing melee characters. Can you tell?
No, don't worry about it.
By the way, look in general, I think it's fitting.
Yes.
25% chance to hit.
I mean, it's extremely accurate considering what this creature is.
2 extra d10s for Titan Slayer.
In general?
And 25 flat.
Put it this way, it doesn't even look equine anymore. Holy shit.
Sorry.
That's a lot of damage.
What the hell?
So it's base 50 for the sledgehammer plus 1d10 plus the 2d10 for Titan Slayer plus the 25 for charging, and I rolled maximum.
I'm not saying it's wrong, I'm just saying, Jesus, that's a lot of damage.
However, since I had to spend 15 AP to slow down after the charge, I don't have a second attack. I'm gonna spend 15 AP to run away now. And hide behind Blueberry. And I hit
Where did you hit it?
25 is I think that's the leg.
Sorry, I've just lost where I put the turn order. Oh, there we go.
Nope, I hit it in the chest.
Ow! A sucking chest wound with an impact weapon.
It doesn't seem all that phased. It lets out a wince, but it's really not that phased. Your turn, Tom.
I had aimed in. I'm going to take the time to aim. My perception, guy. That's my perception, right?
So it's perception times 3.
I'll use. Let's see. Oh, SMG, it's 30. And I have how many AP points? God, I wish I could remember stuff.
Don't worry about it. We're not going to rush in, buddy.
Well, while he does that. So Mayuda runs forward, full speed, screaming for beer and friends, slams the sledgehammer into the chest. It doesn't look phased, looks up and goes, bucket, and runs back next to Blueberry, ready to parry. Literally makes a lap around him and comes back to the other side and goes, that wasn't as effective as I thought it would be.
I have 80 action points, so I'm going to aim for 10 points on each one and fire 2 bursts, and that'll use everything.
What's the burst again for the 10 mil? Just so you get the right amount of damage off on it, because this thing has a lot of health.
I'm looking in. It's 10 mil something. I think you guys said burst 4 last time.
Sounds about right. One sec, I'll get my thing up. 10mm SMG, rate fired is 4, so yes, you have a burst of 4. Your damage is 12 plus 1d10.
And is there any bonus for 18 hexes out?
18 is close range, yes. Fee?
Close. 18 is not close range. 18 is short range. So you don't have point blank, but you are in short range. 51. 51 is medium.
Well and short then. What does a burst on short do?
No, you're not.
Anything?
Medium. You're on medium.
You're just outside of short range.
Oh, I'm just outside of short range. So I get no bonus, and his size modifier. God, where's it? Where's my
It should be
phone?
plus 10 for you, I think.
So his size modifier is plus 10 for a normal person. If you're using a short range weapon at medium range, you're at minus 10. And then if you're firing a burst, you're at another minus 10. But for every 2 degrees of success, an extra bullet hits.
So I'm minus 10?
Minus 20 total.
Eesh, I didn't realize I was so far away.
Well, minus 20 is your total penalty, but because of the size modifier, it's a plus 10.
Okay, so total is...
minus 10 total negative modifier.
Then I'm going to fire one burst and save the second burst for when after it moves.
I forgot to roll initiative for those, so sorry.
Bonus D10, I don't think there is any. Submit. Rolled a 35. What?
I
Tom,
think your damage is put in wrong.
you told it to roll 110 d10, so it rolled 110 d10.
I just hit the roll on the chart, the page.
You have your numbers in wrong then.
Hang on, I'm looking at it now.
Sure. Right, put it this way, Tom. You hit, so you can just roll your damages with Fee has a look. She's going into the GM mode, I think, to have a look at how you've put it in. So just roll your damage individually, please.
I hit it, what, twice? And that's D10 plus 12? Oh, there's my book. Ow, God.
I see what he did and why it
Awesome.
happens that way.
Hey, Dagio.
What did I do? Whoops, wrong line anyway. Weapon.
No,
Hey, Dagio.
perfectly fine. So crit hit bonus is your bonus to
Oh.
critical hit, not your total number, and crit hit penalty is your penalty. So you entered 97 penalty, which is why it's showing up as a critical miss every time you roll. And the other thing you did was you had
110 for number of dice, and it should be one dice. I think my fingers, I think I fat fingered that one for sure.
Don't worry about it.
So we can laugh now. Slash R 1d10
Plus 12.
Whoops, yep. I did that one wrong.
Just slow down.
it's
Try
13.
again.
It's no, that's 1d1.
That's 1d1 negative plus.
Slow down.
It's having fingers that cover the whole key. Type it.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, just slow down.
No, it was 2 hits, right?
Yes.
Because I got...
Unless I'm wrong, somebody can correct me.
No, that's right. He hits with 2 bullets and does 16 and 17 respectively, minus the DT of the target.
It has
Which is
the
probably a
DT.
fuck ton.
No, it's not actually DT, it's just made of flesh.
So it just has a
Lot-
shitload of HP.
Yes, basically, that's the whole thing.
So me slamming it for 102 didn't phase it.
Well, I mean, you did shave off a fair bit. It's looking at you angry. The bullets basically just went straight into its mass of cancerous flesh and muscular flesh. That's basically all that happened there.
We're going to need bigger bullets.
It's your turn, Blueberry.
I am going to open fire.
Let's hope you take the time to aim.
Aim?
No needs. We leveled up, remember?
Yeah, really, he hadn't leveled up last time. He was still playing with level 1, and we were all playing level 2.
I'm level 1.
Facepalm.
You?
Well, I finished half a 2 game.
Whatever.
Let me just double check my AP.
Excuse me.
Ah, miss. Okay, so 5 out of 6 shots hit.
5 out of 6 hit. Let's just add up all your damage. Wait, I can just type it into Roll20 and it'll do it for me, won't it?
/R number plus info.
That's easy for me. Or you can do it for me and make me look less stupid, thank you.
I'm so confused.
No, I was just tallying it all up to make it easy on you.
Oh, no, I'm being funny about the so confused.
No,
She's
I'm
not stupid.
making...
She's drunk.
Yes, and I also failed maths when I was in school, but that's besides the point.
So
I'm
let me
just
get
being
this
a
straight.
minute.
Let me get this straight. Second best person I've met to GM this and played with cannot do most math intensive RPG I've ever played.
No.
Got it.
That's why I'm really happy that Mizki's made this, because it makes it really easy for me.
Oh, sweet. That link you gave, Adagio, goes straight into the next Doom OST track. Yeah, that thing must have a lot of HP.
Holy
Well,
crap.
you've managed to knock it down to half in one combat turn, which is upsetting me greatly.
That's because Fiaura did 100 hits.
And
sorry,
then
no.
I got 6 hits in with linked service rifles.
No, it has no DT or DR. So
It's a lot of hit points.
Yeah.
so all of our damage sticks. If it was wearing body armor, this would be a different story.
Yeah.
It physically
It would be
cannot
bad.
fit armor. Your turn, Violet.
Alright, also, well, as I've said before, I'm absolutely terrible in combat, and now I have a filly to protect, so, I'm gonna do the smart thing, and I'm gonna move, and then, I'm gonna make one, or actually, I'm gonna judge the difference from Myinda and Blueberry for a full move action, and then move to that limit, because they're the most likely that gonna need healing, at the drop of a hat, so give me just a moment.
Wait a minute. Isn't this the filly we gave a cloak and a gun to, and the cloak is more blanket?
The cloak's more blanket. I can't yeah, you give it a 9 mil. I forgot to roll initiative for her. I'll do it.
You don't have a filly to protect, you have a turret.
God damn it.
And you have a little pony with that has anti-tank mines.
Alright, I spend 15 AP to make one move action and reserve 50 AP for potential turn.
Okay, that's fine. Your turn, James Sundance, that's it.
Okay, what's the AP to use an arcane blast?
It's 15 at a drop of a hat, but I'd have to go and double check.
Spellcasting is 25 AP for a basic spell.
25, okay, so 25, sorry.
I'm gonna launch 2 arcane blasts at him.
Just to double check I've not made a mistake, none of you have Geiger counters, right?
Nope.
Nope.
Anybody have a pip buck?
Nope.
Okay, that's fine.
This is bad.
So the first one hits, roll me damage.
Is this a glowing one?
This isn't a ghoul, this is a taint beast.
Oh. I'm a taint beast. I'm good.
This is a monstrosity.
That's my first.
Taint beast versus taint beast.
Okay, that's a crit. That's a crit success.
So let me see. It normally takes 30. 20 left over, so it's negative 36 to hit me.
Does the spell you're using currently count as magic damage?
It's Arcane Blast.
No. It would say on the rank of spell whether or not it counts as magical damage yet. Energy Strike's basic level doesn't technically count as magic damage, and as such would only gain a
This is an
times
energy
2
strike. This is arcane blast.
Just
This is magic
let's-
missile.
Let me
Oh.
just check it in the book, just to be sure.
Yeah, just double check that it counts as magic damage, because if it does, that attack roll, that damage roll is going to be multiplied by 3.
I have my PDF open, give me 1 second. Does not count as magical energy damages. No, you do not get the plus. So it's just times 2.
Yeah, it does not count
Yep.
as magical energy damage for the purpose of damage or healing.
So roll me a damage and then times it by 2.
Did you cast it twice or once?
You
I
it
cast twice.
So that's the first non-critical one. Now roll the crit.
No, he's already done the damage for the first one above. Now he just needs to times 20 by 2.
Okay. Other thing here is your potency is on your. That's not. Oh, never mind. I'm reading this wrong. It's the advanced spell that gets base 20. Wow.
Alright, that's my damage.
Holy shit, he's a tune for this himself. It's upsetting me.
Again, if it had armor or even just like metal plating slapped around it, it might actually not die.
It is a medical experiment. They didn't exactly want to turn it into a weapon.
That's true, but this now also teaches. This is the first time we've seen these. Okay, whatever this thing is. I imagine you have some graphic description for it.
I am going to come up with one. I was supposed to write one tonight and then I was out all night, so yes. I have a basic one for you.
And to reserve actions, it's perception times 3, isn't it?
No, that's for aiming. Just reserve with AP. So if you have 25 AP, you can reserve an action worth of 25 AP.
Yeah, I've got 30 left, so I'll put 25 in the parry, and then just end my turn.
Okay.
So what we're seeing here is a pony that's been blown up to almost 3 times the normal size, muscles literally bulging out of its flesh, foaming at the mouth, ready to maul us.
Yes, as well as not only just the muscles, there's also cancerous growth. Think super mutant. It's super
Oh,
mutant.
so there's cancerous growths everywhere. Its coat is an unnatural color. It foams like purple,
Yes.
and its eyes are bloodshot red.
Yes.
That's an angry pony.
Yes. I forgot how much AP she has. 1 second, I'll double check.
I kind of want to see what a build based on the Doom guy would look like.
Don't give me ideas.
I mean,
Not as
actually,
an enemy.
I've actually already worked on that, and let's just be honest, completely fucking terrifying.
Oh yeah.
oh no, I have
Any build based on the Doom guy that is accurate is terrifying.
So, out of boredom, while Pip looks this up, and Pip can interrupt me whenever Pip wants. Out of boredom at the game store one day, we used GURPS and Shadowrun to create 2 different versions of Doom Guy and Master Chief and had them fight each other with dice. I still have the GURPS sheet for Doom Guy. It would not be hard to convert it. I also still have the GURPS sheet for Master Chief. Anyway, Pip.
Feel free to keep talking. I'm just rolling the NPCs, and I'll give you a description of what they're doing in a moment. And he's just going to run over here. So, just to describe what the NPCs did, I just did it quickly so you weren't sitting waiting. Reverend ran up, tried to shoot it with a shotgun, missed so horribly that the other door fucking fell apart from the buckshot, and then ran away again. Brisk meanwhile is hiding behind this corridor, or this corner, waiting for the beast to come out. Also, just because I'm not sure the rules on it, health regen comes at the end of a round or on the creature's turn.
End of a round.
If it has the regenerating ability, it regenerates on its turn. That regenerating ability can also be sped up for AP. So if it wants to spend 30 AP, it can regen again. And so long as it can spend 30 AP, it can do it again and again and again until it runs. I'm assuming it's regenerating based on radiation. So if it runs out of radiation, then it can't regen anymore.
I'm just checking the rad's chair real quick.
Is it me, or am I the only one who took cover? No, somebody else did. Or something else did.
That's Brisk. Your raider friend. So, as you're all sat there in combat, just start doing that, start doing that. Yeah, so as you're all looking at this beast, before your eyes, all the damage that you've been putting into it, slowly but surely those wounds are closing themselves up.
Like I said, this is bad.
How's that many AP? And it slowly just lumbers towards you all, shaking the ground as it moves. And it's out of AP, fucking hell.
And I take my next shot.
Go ahead.
2, 4, 6, 8.
It's now in short range, so you have no penalty to hit.
I have a plus to hit. Plus 10, you said.
No,
I gotta back up.
There's a plus 10 to hit it for its size, but you're still at a minus 10 from the burst fire.
Oh, right.
you're meant
So you are at no penalty to hit.
I'll just throw it off of firearms then.
You miss.
That's an unfortunate roll.
69.
Happens.
So you're running giggity.
That was all my rest of my action points. I am out.
So is this monstrosity my own?
Oh, I forgot I had plus 10, but
Blueberry's gonna look to Mienda and say, Mienda, when you hit it, run back to the group. I'm gonna need to back up a bit and don't want you out in the open.
Mayunda looks at him. But, I'll be fine.
Do what I say.
You're not the boss of me!
Looks down. Doesn't say a word. Just looks down disappointedly.
Mayunda runs up, rears back, and swings as hard as she possibly can.
survey says.
As a side note, I'm beginning to understand all the memes you post from Min constantly saying how you're destroying the GM's player killing fucking mobs.
I crit!
Wow. Fee,
Yes.
could you stop killing all my monsters, please?
It just
And now you-
regenerated, okay?
And now you know how Moon feels.
Yeah, I
Mayunda
didn't
does-
understand.
So Mayunda runs up, swings the hammer, slams it straight into the thing's chest, doesn't even bother to look to see what damage she did, follows through, spins around, and runs away. And then when she
Oh my
gets
God.
here, stops, turns, and spends AP for parry.
God damn it.
Is it alive?
Sorry, it's still alive. It's definitely hurting, but it's alive. It's really fucking angry. It lets out a very, very angry growl. Blueberry, it's your turn.
I move there. And I open fire.
Could you all fuck off and stop getting criticals?
Is it 1.5 or 2?
That'll be 2, but I've got it. Don't worry about it. Just keep going.
Always round up, I think.
Okay. And that's my AP.
Thank you, Violet.
Is it still alive?
Yes. It's really, 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 really hard, but it's alive. Well, really, really hard for this thing, I should say. Your turn, Tom.
I like how before you started you said we don't really have to fight it. And then we
Yeah.
immediately opened fire.
The point of that was I thought it was going to be reach you a lot better, but it turns out no. Sorry, Tom, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
Is it still kicking? Holy shit!
And I'm going to
Go ahead, sorry. Holy fuck.
Now, do I add anything to the critical hit or fail penalty?
No.
Just making sure. Okay, I got no pluses or minuses, but I'm putting +10 for aim.
So if you're aiming, yes, and you get perception times 3 your maximum aim you can have. And for every point you spend in aim, it's AP.
Yep.
Alright, and it's burst 4, you said?
Yes.
Okay, so you hit 4 times, so roll your damage 3 more times.
Whoops. Did it right for once.
Now do it 3 more times, or 2 more times. 1 more time.
That consistency, though.
Pretty consistent.
Yeah, really.
And the second burst.
I crit.
Wow.
Again.
I kind of need a ruling on that. Do
Yeah,
all
does-
4 shots hit and crit?
Yeah,
No.
that's
No,
scary.
this is burst fire weapons and rapid fire weapons are player decision. Do you want 1 hit with a critical, or do you want all 4 shots to hit?
I see.
I assume I would rather have all 4 shots to hit.
It has no
Or can-
armor, so yes. If it had armor, then you would want the
Yeah.
big critical hit.
You
so it
want the
only goes-
one single big hit over 4 little hits. But with no armor, yeah, you'll do more damage without.
So just roll damage 3 more times. Slash R.
Yeah,
1d10
that's a
plus
good
4.
decision because if rolling a crit on a burst weapon made every bullet crit, that would get broken fast and no one would not use.
There you go. There's
First
1
weapons.
extra for no reason.
God damn it, you're gonna kill it before it even gets to hit anybody. I'm so upset now.
Hey. Be glad you're
So-
not Moon. On top of everything he had to deal with Fee's game, my group cock-blocked him. We got to the final battle of the entire campaign, and 2 of the party members talked the enemy down instead of fighting him.
Is this thing still up?
Barely.
Oh, okay. So chunks of
Give it
flesh are flying out. There's 2 places where the hammer carved a piece off. There's bullet wounds everywhere, and it's still standing.
It is barely standing.
Next!
See, I would reveal how much health it has, but you might be fighting these later, so I can't.
Well, now you know you can throw more than one of them at us.
Yes, I do.
All we gotta do is keep our distance.
We'd have to be very careful and crowd control it, and in a tight environment,
Yeah.
it could be really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of hope it gets to hit brisk, just so I can display how much damage it will do.
I mean, I could just offer Blueberry up, but he doesn't have good armor yet. He's not tank status yet.
And Violet nopes back a little bit and reserves 50 AP for a movement action and to cast a basic heal if she has to.
Splendid. Your turn, Sundance.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot my laser pistol at it.
Pew pew away.
Sorry about the typing.
You whiffed. Instead of shooting at it, you just singed its mane.
You cauterized one of the bleeding wounds shut.
No, you just burned its hair off.
Oh, great. We're going to get overcome by fur.
You gave it a military mohawk.
Yes. I mean, at first I didn't, but yes, I do now. Sorry, go ahead.
Guys?
Hold on a second, let James finish his turn.
Okay.
James?
Yeah, I'm firing again here. Just give me a second.
Sorry, Glitch, I will let you speak in 2 seconds. I just want James to finish.
Well, just on the image that Doom soundtrack thing that Adagio Link has, one of the remnants is holding a trumpet.
Oh shit.
Doot intensifies.
I know, right?
Do. Is that all your AP spent, James?
I'm gonna fire one more time. Okay, with that, I'm gonna move back 8 spaces and then end my turn.
Awesome. Okay, this thing is on its last legs. Like, you can see, even though this thing you didn't think it could feel pain, but it's definitely in pain. Awesome, so you're gonna fire your shotgun because you're fucking terrified of this monstrosity. When you reload it, so you reload it and fire. And she hit. It was the double barrel shotgun you gave her, wasn't it, Fee?
No, we gave... Oh,
Yes, it was. It was a double-barreled
no,
shotgun.
we gave the double-barrel shotgun to,
Oh, Rhythm.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
Rhythm.
about.
Rhythm Dancer.
Yeah, Rhythm has a double barrel.
And with that, it's dead. So the final thing that kills it off finally is the buckshot just tearing into it, and it just makes a bunch of cancerous growths burst, and it just erupts in a whole load of blood and gore and just viscera. It's dead.
I do the smart thing right off the bat. Switch magazines.
So, you've killed the monstrosity. It stinks, but it's dead. What are you doing now?
Mayuda's going to go over, pick up the door that fell off, and put it over the body.
If it were anybody else, I would make them roll endurance, but your character just seems to love being filthy, so no, you don't have to roll endurance for the smell.
Ugh! It's already rotten.
Does anybody know if there's any radiation in there?
Brisk just shrugs.
I go inside.
To your immediate left, there's rubble blocking off a passageway, and within you find the remains of a door, and what was a cancer patient ward. Well, sorry, this is the waiting room to go into the actual ward, sorry.
Hmm.
Can I see anything back here?
Into the next room.
Yeah, in here.
Roll perception.
I figured if anyone is gonna be able to go in there and check for radiation, it'd be me, because I have a 24 radiation resistance.
You won't know if it's been irradiated though, because you don't have anything
know,
to measure it.
I know, but I figured if I feel sick, that'd be a good indication.
Well, you don't immediately keel over vomiting.
Well, I know that, but after
When you get enough, you'll start to feel a tingle.
You feel the tingles. Anyway, in the room, you see just a couple of beds. It's 4 on either side. Ignore the top 2, that's just the map cut off. You see one bed had restraints on it, but those restraints are now just twisted metal, and some sort of strange robotic device on it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, sorry, there's also a terminal. I need to put that down, I forgot. There's also a terminal next to the robotic device. I'm just grabbing the
Okay.
thing for it now.
Is there anything else of note, or...
Are you searching or are you just looking?
I mean, I guess I'll search for anything interesting.
Oh, what the hell? Sorry, I need to restart my roll-20 real quick. It's being weird.
Meanwhile, Violet hangs back. I am not going anywhere near that with a child.
Mayuda will put her hammer against the dilapidated door and start to try to push with it to move the creature.
It was a lot. You need to roll strength.
I don't think I'm drunk enough for this.
I mean, there's lots of squeaks and there's a bunch of blood comes out from under the door, but you very, very, very slowly move it. Also, if you're searching that room, please roll luck, Glacier.
Okay.
Roll me Matrix Tech. Awesome.
Pass.
So, within the room, you find a couple of documents.
But I can't read.
You can't read, so I won't detail them to you because you're fucking clueless.
These look important.
You also find
What?
a bunch of empty medics files, a bunch of skeletons. Have I got a skeleton thing handy? I do. You can see I'm super prepared right now. So, you find a bunch of skeletons in there. Their bones are completely fucking destroyed. This thing has crushed them. You find a couple of doses of empty medics, 3 vials, and 5 full medics vials. As well as that, the robotic device you recognise as a autodoc surgeon assistant. It's currently broken. However, you think with enough time and work, you could probably repair the spell matrix which is broken in it.
Sorry, could you repeat that last thing?
You think with enough time, you could repair the autodoc spell.
Okay. Okay, I go back to the group and say, hey, I found some stuff. and wait for them to join me. Since I don't feel tingly yet.
I will play Tail and Charlie again, watching our back to make sure nobody comes sneaking up. I hope.
Mayunda, what are you doing?
Mayunda is trying feverishly to get this body out of the way because it's a chunk of something that she doesn't think any pony wants to touch.
I finally assist you by just I'm used to being covered with ick stuff, though it's normally grease. I pull on a pair of welding gloves and help dragging it out of the way. If I can move it.
Roll. Well, if there's two of you moving it, you've already rolled twice. You succeeded. Yes, you both managed to successfully move it. Ping, where you want me to throw it?
And we leave a trail of blood and ooze and everything else.
I'm getting to that. So, Mayunda, your hammer is now covered in the blood of this thing.
I had the door over it with the hammer pressed
door.
against the door. Is
Right,
yours
okay, sorry.
Give.
No, the fine. I didn't realize you had the door open. No, that's fine. Your hammer's not covered in blood. Well, it's covered in some blood.
Oh, wait a minute. I don't... Ugh.
What's Sundancer doing?
Just realized I'm a pony. I don't have workable hands.
He's
Yes.
He's observing this wall when. Why did they block this off? What's behind this?
Is
That's...
the ceiling caved in?
Yes.
That's why there's rubble. There was a cave in right there.
This hospital was set on fire.
Move it! Damn it.
So I take it there's no way to clear this.
Not unless you manage to revive that creature and have it smash the shit out of that, no.
Alright. Okay.
I mean, if we had a diamond dog or a dragon, they could dig it.
Or explosives.
I
Explosives could drop
actually have an
even more
idea.
on.
Go ahead, Adagio.
Has anybody tried to shift it using telekinesis?
No, nobody has, but
I have telekinesis.
you can try if you wish.
I will do the same.
I would suggest going from the top down.
Just roll magic.
Roll magic.
Oh, that's so close.
So, as you both start to shift the rubble, you notice that the roof starts to creak in a very, very unsound way. Do you continue to move the rubble?
If they keep moving the rubble after it starts to creak like that, I'm going to get outside.
Damn, us ponies, we need an engineer.
What's a train going to help with?
That's a conductor. Even I can't even read, and I know that.
I'll actually stop. Like, legitimately been out in the wasteland long enough that, you kind of get used to sounds. And crumbling building is a sound you can pretty well tell pretty much everywhere, so, yeah.
Yeah.
Start
Yeah,
freaking
we'll stop
stop
as well.
what you're doing.
Hey, Fee,
Yes.
roll me luck real quick.
Look at what?
Roll me luck real quick.
Oh boy. Oh
If it
boy.
makes you feel any better, I did the GM roll and it was you that got it, unfortunately. Okay, you're lucky. So, you take a step to the side and then all of a sudden a bit of plasterboard ceiling drops where you were standing.
Leaving now. Do.
Yep.
I'm good. Nope.
As the unicorns stop working the magic on it, the building stops groaning at least.
I think we need to move farther away.
I agree, yes, this building's not structurally sound.
I also, by the way, I hand the documents to Pilot.
I'm pretty sure I can read since I have bookworm or whatever it was I took for a skill.
No, you can just read it. They've taken negative traits that specifically state they cannot read.
Yeah. It would take work to basically negate that.
I will point out you have somebody with academics and lore tags who is a teacher who could teach you.
But, yeah, I give the documents to Violet. Given that Violet is medical and this is a medical facility, she seems like the most likely to be able to understand whatever is written on this thing.
Right, I still need to write out the other ones. I forgot to do that. So, by next session I'll write out 2 notes for you, Adagio, but essentially, the gist of it is they go into detail on what the attained effects were on this test subject were.
Alright.
Largely it was extreme muscle growth, cellular regeneration, and an extreme loss in intelligence.
Neat. So it literally became a muscle-bound asshole.
Pretty much.
Isn't that called a Chad?
Shadow branching.
Did we
I
just
guess.
kill Chad Pony? We killed Chad Pony. That happened.
You killed Chad.
Who was Chad?
Better Chad than Kenny.
It's a meme, Tom. So,
Something I'm too old to get.
you're not an internet savvy person. So, you have searched every room in the hospital. You have discovered, and you're still carrying that Battle of Tane, aren't you, Fee?
I didn't have the violet tank.
You tied it to yourself, didn't you?
I have the 50 caliber machine gun and bullets.
And a canister of something that you said you brought with you.
Oh yeah, the canister. Yeah, I have the canister that's next to the 50 cal machine gun.
Yes, you got a big thing of taint.
No, remember when you were in the basement level and there was the barrel of IMP? You said you were grabbing it.
Yes, I have the bottle of IMP.
Okay, this is not a bottle, this is a large canister.
Yes, I have the
okay.
large canister
Okay.
barrel-like object of IMP tied next to the 50 caliber machine gun.
Thank you.
This is literally should be the most overloaded zebra ever.
So, you have searched every room, you have discovered the source of the paint, and you have discovered that there's some sort of monstrosity here. You have not ate, and it's about 10 o'clock in the evening.
I ate. I drank alcohol. Lots of it.
That's not food, that's booze. They're 2 separate groups.
I can survive on booze.
Well, I mean, technically beer is liquid bread, but still.
Brisk pipes up at this. I can survive on just beer.
Again, beer is liquid bread, but still. There should be actual consumption of edibles in the near future. And honestly, I'm kind of leaning towards, well, let's find somewhere that isn't raider chic and get some food in us before we try and make the trek back. Out of curiosity, on our trek out here, did we find anything other than the gas station that could be used as a interim point to get some rest?
Give me a minute, just interrupting yourselves. I need to roll.
We're looking for usable fodder, huh?
Well, this has been interesting.
I agree as I munch on an apple.
Like, considering what your hooves were just in contact with, do you think consuming food is wise at the moment?
It's no worse than grease.
Mayunda pulls out a beer and washes her hooves in it. And then offers the other half to him. Here, it's alcohol. It'll sterilize anything.
I finish the apple and rinse my mouth out. Remember, there's acids in our stomach.
Yes, but this is taint. And no, beer won't do the job of sterilizing. It's not a high enough... And for a moment, you swear that Violet is about to have just an aneurysm.
Violet would have loved to see me when I worked in a wrecking yard. Grease from elbows down, eating fried chicken.
Okay, I understand grease, but taint, tainted blood and viscera. Well, the whole eye stalk penis thing wasn't a joke.
Eye stalk penis thing? Question mark, question mark?
Okay, so taint causes rapid and extreme mutations in equines to such an extent where the individual who comes into contact with taint is subject to the table of God, what is it? There's a table of taint effects that you can roll on, and they run from generally benign, which is a very good roll, to extreme.
Mayunda raises hoof. I'm a taint example!
And Violet would look at Mayunda and go, yeah, and my mom would agree that taint is not necessarily a good thing, except, well, she kind of passed it on to me before she passed on. I do hope you didn't think these stunning good looks were natural, did you?
I mean, I'm not going to say I've been looking, but I've probably been looking. I'm at just the right height, too.
Sometimes raises a hoof and says, I thought they were.
Yeah, no, these aren't actually tattoos. This is my natural coat, but subject to taint. And I got lucky. The taint killed my parent and my mom.
Out of character, with no context, that sounds extremely bad. I got lucky. The taint killed my mom.
Yeah,
That was
without
the point.
context. Yeah,
Without context, that is terrible.
but that is the with the context.
That's
though,
almost
it
a
makes a
Fiaurism.
lot more sense.
So, just because you asked, and I had to roll it real quick. Yes, when you were on your way in here, you discovered a warehouse that you didn't have the time to search because it was getting late.
So, does anybody want to, get to that warehouse and maybe shack up for the night so that we can travel while it's still light outside?
That
Sure.
sounds like a good
Boysenberry
idea.
reloads.
And does anybody have any food? They seem to have taken mine, and I'm feeling a bit peckish.
I think we have enough to manage at the moment.
Mayunda will offer him cheese and onion potato chips.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, my dear. And I will munch on those.
Take 3 rads.
3?
3. I didn't say they were sterilized.
Food is food.
Just remember
Stay
to
out right away.
just remember your radiation resistance does apply to consumed food as well. So if you have a radiation resistance, I think it's higher than 20%. I think you only take 2 rads instead of 3.
My radiation resistance is 14.
So you're probably still taking 3. Give me a second. Yep, because radiation does round up. So you're still taking 3 points of radiation.
No problem.
I will let you continue if you want to. I will just specify one thing, that in factory or warehouse side that you saw, that's in the same town you're currently in. It's only about half an hour away. Beyond that, you can either continue, or if you want to leave the area, just say.
Yeah, 10 p.m. It should be getting dark, depending on how far north we are and
You're-
what time of year.
It's about summer, and you are. Let me double check exactly where. You're not that far north. So yeah, you're it's dark, but it's not pitch black.
Unless you think there's a room in here that you'd be willing to stay in for the night.
All I can say is we'll be safe in here.
I just imagine my window popping up now, just saying I will sleep anywhere.
I could see her setting the barrel of IMP down and laying on it.
Not laying on it, setting the barrel of IMP down and leaving it within hoof reach maybe, but not laying on it.
Yeah, laying on it's asking for more trouble.
No offense, I do need to run. I need to hit the can.
Yeah, we'll take a break here, so 5 minutes for everybody.
No problem.
Give me 1 moment while I throw down your characters.
Racist turrets.
So, you all walk for about half an hour, the sun starts to slowly set, and you make your way through the town, and you come to the factory, or the warehouse, sorry, I keep calling it a factory, it's a warehouse.
The warehouse?
Yes. Are you not on the right map?
Yeah, we're on a warehouse map. It wasn't.
Sorry, I keep calling it a factory, it is a warehouse specifically.
Yeah, but we haven't visited a warehouse before, have we?
No,
but
we passed it on the way.
Oh. And this looks like a good place to stop. Got it.
I mean, at least there's a higher chance of no turrets.
You don't
Oh,
see the
oh.
telltale sign. I'm not even going to make you roll perception. You don't even see the telltale signs of raiders. It looks like a ghost town. So, what are you doing?
On the way there, Blueberry offered to have to ride us back again.
I'm going to begin approaching what's the, obvious nearest entrance.
Huh. Well, here goes nothing. Myuda will attempt to enter stealth mode.
That's going to be funny.
You turn invisible as far as everybody else is concerned.
The barrel is an instant hiding place wherever I want to be. Everyone just sees a barrel kind of hopping along. And when they turn to go, what? The barrel stops? And Myuda just hides behind it.
Metal Gear Solid style.
Solid Z.
Solid Zeeb. I'm here to stop Mega Spell Rex.
God damn it.
I mean, according to those turrets,
She is zebra scum according to the turrets. So, as you enter,
according to the turrets, she's Metal Z, here to stop Mega Spell Rex.
God damn it. All of you are terrible. So, as you enter, nothing immediately tries to murder you. There's no security system online. The power's out, and it's really cold in here, but there's nothing trying to kill you.
Let's see about going upstairs where it'll be a little warmer, because the concrete floor is what's sucking the heat out of everything.
Somebody understands how buildings work. Yay.
Of course I do. I used to work at a warehouse.
The actual warehouse itself has been looted many a time. There's pallets and shit just lying all over the floor. It's a mess. But it is dry.
Dry's good.
Are these stairs what I'm pinging right now?
Yes, they lead into an office.
Let's go up them carefully.
It's a structurally sound building, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just cold.
Colder than hell. This, I assume, the former bathroom facilities?
Yes, that is the bathroom. Yes, where you're
Does water still flow?
Try turning on a tap. And when you do that, roll me a 1d2.
1 or 2 rads, huh?
No, just roll me a 1d2.
I'm pretty sure that's a yes or no.
Or you could hear the most hated words of all time. Roll luck.
See, I'm trying to not say the most hated words of all time.
Hey, I don't hate that phrase with this character.
Deuce.
2 deuces. Yes, the water turns on.
Brown initially?
It's brown. It's very brown.
Very, very full of nice,
Oh boy.
full of nice, healthy rust. Turn it
Search
off.
the office.
Roll me if you want to search the office.
Actually, the moment I start hearing water running, I look back at Grease and say, "Just go ahead and leave it run for a while. It should clarify after a bit. Just let it run."
If this is only the water in the pipes, we should collect it and let it settle.
Are these giant crates here?
Those are giant crates that would be put into the back of one of the sorts of trucks that was lying out front.
Mayuda walks up.
That's
and
what I get
opens
for
one.
bragging about my luck score.
Myuda walks right up, opens one, and looks inside. Is that luck or perception?
It's neither, because this is a specific thing that you're going to find in here anyway. You find a bunch of iron girders for shipbuilding.
Iron girders for shipbuilding?
Well, in general, but specifically because you're in Baltimore, it would be shipbuilding, yes.
Does this shipping container look like it's relatively intact?
Mm-hmm. It's pretty good condition.
She sets down the rest of her heavy load, the machine gun and the barrel of untainted IMP, and then starts moving the girders out one at a time.
You know, they're 400 pounds roughly.
These are used to construct ships.
They're probably even bigger than.
Hang
I'm
on.
going.
If you roll on that one, I swear to fuck.
First off, Mayuda turns and shoots a beer. I'm out of beer. Then she goes to move them.
You can drag them.
Yes,
You cannot
dragging
lift.
one at a time. I understand it's noisy. I understand that stealth is completely shattered. But the whole point is she's making space for us to sleep in the crate.
Okay, that's fine. So yes,
And she'll stack them. She'll kind of stack them around the entrance to the crate as kind of a half-assed palisade.
okay. So that will take you quite some time because there's a lot of girders in here.
I found where we can sleep.
Blueberry goes to help because it's obvious he can hear that.
You hear, oh. That's true.
Back to our
Zebra
friends
sounds a lot like a donkey.
Back to our friends in the office. You find fuck all in there apart from a terminal, but Violet, roll me agility.
I'm gonna laugh when this crit fails.
Not a crit fail. So, being clumsy and being bad luck, your bad luck, you knock over the one thing that could have been of any value in there, and that was a computer terminal, and smash the screen.
Wow, it survives over two centuries, and getting knocked over shatters the faceplate.
Can I roll agility to see if I can catch it before it hits the ground?
What's your strength?
4. 4.
Well, are you? How are you catching it? Are you catching it physically or with telekinesis?
No, physically.
Roll me agility, then strength. No,
Oh, that's a big fat no.
So instead of catching it, it crushes your hoof underneath.
Ow, 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 ow.
Take 1d10 of damage. Because it's pretty damn heavy.
That was to help with the girders.
You take 5 damage. Just because you both crit failed together, that's the only reason I'm giving you the damage, because that's fucking ridiculous.
Alright, and I'm gonna roll magic to lift the terminal with my telekinesis.
I mean,
Now, it smushed his hoof, but did it save the screen?
it smushed his hoof, but his hoof being smushed did prevent the screen from cracking, and it still has power.
I put it back on the desk.
You're gonna be so disappointed when you read that. It wasn't that valuable.
Wow.
I don't really care. Like, it still has power. I'm gonna put it back on the desk. Like, it's less about the contents of the terminal and the fact that there's still power here. Which means if there's power, there's lights. And if there's lights, it makes our job of, setting up watch that much easier.
Okay. So, I'm assuming you're going straight into the terminal as soon as you put it back on the desk and you've seen that it hasn't hurt anything severely.
Is there a login screen?
It's already logged into the manager.
Cool, what does it say?
It gives you a bunch of manifests, their locations, where they're going, etc. Most of it is to the shipping yards and the actual city centre. As well as that, there's also an option for the power management, which lets you turn on the lights, open up the doors, and lock the big roller shutters and set an alarm system.
I call out into the rest of the warehouse. Is everybody inside?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, we see we got Brisk and 3 others outside who didn't move their figures.
Sorry, that's me doing that.
Yeah, I have my token, and I also have the other one that we're using for the Philly.
Sorry, I put the wrong one down.
No worries. I couldn't see my token, so I just added my own, and I brought Sundance in as well. But yeah, now that everybody is inside, I go through the power management. I close the doors. I initiate the locks, and I set the alarm.
This, I will point this out just in case, it's a motion alarm that will go off if somebody is moving around inside. That's how alarms here work, at least.
Oh, in which case then I'll let everybody know that there's a motion sensor alarm and that we should probably all get upstairs to the office, and it'll keep us from tripping the alarm for the main floor.
After all that work,
Somebody looks at the work that Mienda just did.
Brisk laughs at you, Mind, and lights up a cigarette.
Myunda, you're free to hit him
Excuse me, head into
with
what?
your hoof.
Hold on. Head into what?
Hit him.
You're free to hit him with your hoof.
Why would... Hit who?
To hit Brisk for laughing at you for doing all this work only for Violet to say, "Get up here."
I mean, you know, I would laugh at me too, so why the frack would I hit him? It's kind of funny. She actually holds up a hoof to, like, give him a high hoof.
He grins, high hoofs, and holds out a cigarette for you.
She kicks the cigarette away. That'll kill you.
He just shrugs. It's not like I'm going to die anytime
The
soon.
alcoholic just judged the smoker.
They'll also stunt your growth.
Is that door open or closed? This one
Which
here.
door?
This one here.
Okay.
That's just part of the manager's office. The terminal is on that desk. I am terrible for throwing down tokens. I should really be on top of that.
Well, Violet's gonna take a position in the corner and roll out her bedroll and leave it for Sundance to use as she starts. What are the dates on these shipping logs?
They run for about... They run really far back, from about 5 years before the end of the war, all the way up to the very last day. There's information detailing the fact that this warehouse was originally owned by another company and was sold to them.
Blueberry puts his bedroll over here by the door, so that if anything sets the alarm off, he can just hop up and aim at the door. And that's where he's going to lay down.
Just to let you know, those blue rectangles signify the windows that you can look out of.
Alright.
So we can watch two corners of the building.
Watch the only entrances unless somebody blows a hole in the building.
I'm going to move over to one of these windows and nonchalantly sit on a barrel or whatever that is,
Chair.
and just nonchalantly look out, look in. Just every now and then I will check outside.
Roll perception and then however many degrees of success you have. Just
Right.
I'll do the same as well.
Mayunda will crawl under a desk, put the barrel in front of where she crawled under, and go to sleep there.
Blueberry will note the desk she hides
Yeah, I
under.
can't see the glass. I'm looking through the greasy smeared glass.
oh no, you still see outside. It's just too dark to see anything.
I figured as much. I'll be looking more for light suddenly coming on, hearing something. It's amazing how far a match can be seen.
That being said, does anybody else going to declare any actions? Or are you all going to sleep? Or are you setting up a watch? Or what are you doing?
Well, the alarm should wake us up if something tries to get in. Or does get in.
Well, yeah. Go ahead, Tom.
Nobody else is going to take watch. I'll stay up about half the night watching, and then I'm going to have to. I literally have to go to sleep.
I mean, I
Nobody
guess I'll
else
take
wants
the other
to-
half. I mean,
And
I'm
everybody else
sitting
is
at the door.
You just do
You're
not have,
a pit bull.
I will point out you don't have to take a watch. I'm asking what are you doing? You decide amongst yourselves.
Just because we have an alarm system doesn't mean it's not going to get bypassed.
I mean, most raiders aren't smart enough to bypass a security alarm. Especially considering we're in the room with the security alarm's access point.
They cut the power.
Well, if they cut the power, that just means the doors stay closed.
Well, I'm better to be paranoid than sorry.
I will be going to sleep.
Violet?
I think I'm gonna take a look at the last entries for time on the orders and see if any of the areas are familiar to me.
Last entry is, oh shit.
So the final few entries detailed that the Navy was asking for more than just shipbuilding materials. They were asking them to transport a new substance. They were not told what it was, just that it was in barrels, and it really, really stank and would leak a lot.
I just had a really dumb thought. The last entry says, oh shit, I'm blind, but you can't tell because it's just random keystrokes.
I'm getting to the last day. So, the very, very last day, the bombs fell. There's just one that says, oh shit. World ended. Going to the lake. And then that's it.
Okay.
I would have laughed if it was just literally just oh shit. Like he took the time to type oh shit, then got out.
Oh, so Violet, your sleeping bedroll has been claimed by Seabreeze. She is happy.
Yep. I'll curl up in the chair when, when I'm done with the terminal. I'll curl up on the chair and go to sleep.
And Blueberry has positioned himself on the side of the door.
Okay, unless anybody wants to declare anything, I'm going to skip ahead.
Nope, go ahead.
Suddenly, hellhounds dig through the floor.
That's the point. Everybody, if you do not eat anything, you're at -2 endurance. If you only eat a snack, bar you, mind, because you're already too small anyway, you're at -1 endurance. You have to eat 2 things or a proper meal type deal to have 0 negatives.
Well, I had the crisps and I have snack cakes in my inventory, so I have both of those. That would count as 2 food, wasn't it?
Yes.
Then I do that.
Oh, yeah, before I pass out, I would give food to Seabreeze as well as Brisk and Rhythm Dancer.
They both thank you. Seabreeze, however, sits up in your lap. She smiles. Where are we going next?
Go to sleep and wait until daybreak?
Are you taking me home?
Well, where is home for you, little one?
She pauses. Thinks really hard for a moment. It was up in the clouds, but I don't know if we can go there anymore.
Well, unfortunately, I can't get above the clouds. And do you have other family?
She shakes her head. You can. You can listen in. Seabreeze's eyes just go wide. Does that make you mom?
No. I'm sorry. I will get you back to Ashtown, was it? And unfortunately, we can't have a kid travel with us. Like, this is too dangerous as it stands. I'd much rather have you somewhere where you're safe.
When you first deny her ears fall down and she looks very sad. But upon hearing that you will at least find her somewhere, she does perk up a little. You will come back and see me, right?
Of course. Like, I'm not just going to abandon you somewhere. I'm not cruel. I just, for your safety, I'd rather have you somewhere where you're going to be safe instead of traveling with us where, you know, we could be jumped by raiders or attacked by some other thing. It's not a good idea to be traveling around until you're old enough to defend yourself.
She pulls out a little 9mm pistol. But the zebra told me how to shoot this.
And be sober for it.
She grins. Too late, you made it. She is much happier now and she fluffs her wings.
It is summer, isn't it?
It's spring.
Early or late spring?
Early.
Alright. Looks like I'm going to be a little on the cold side, but that's okay. Promise? I suppose that's as close as it's gonna get.
Hey Tom?
Wait, so is everybody else sleeping in the back room?
Yes. Tom?
Blueberry's by himself.
Did you say that in character or did you just type that out?
I just typed it out.
Oh shoot, you guys can't hear me, and
I just see that happening
so
to
sorry.
poor Leunda.
I might have screwed this up. I had a wrong button pushed. So everyone, Mayunda just drunkenly promised to be mommy number 1, and Violet is now mommy number 2.
Yes.
Begrudgingly.
Begrudgingly, mommy number 2. Well, one of us has to. Some pony has to be the responsible one. And they're now all over a winter blanket with a child snuggled between them.
A very half chick.
And Blueberry's all in a room by himself.
No. After a while, Brisk, first when the conversation of Raiders jumping comes up, he finally strips out the Raider armor and just throws it in a corner and just doesn't look at it. After which, when the kid gets, comfy, he will make his way back out and sit with you and lay upside around.
Mayunda is drunkenly unconscious.
Blueberry's just gonna stay by the door.
You could stay by the door and I'll be watching the window.
You have got company in Brisk, but yeah. Okay.
Pip, it's pushing what, 0300 for you?
Yes.
That's pretty late, isn't it?
Yes.
You want to call it a night?
I mean, this is a good spot.
Yeah, I'm thinking of
yeah.
you. Especially if you want to be in Fiaura's game tomorrow morning. Well, tomorrow afternoon for you.
If you're all going to insist.
I would say yes. I
would
mean,
say yes because there's no guarantee you're going to get a perfect ending point like this anytime soon.
Yeah. Better stop now than to have to stop like mid-combat or something. Because no one enjoys having to stop mid-combat.
I agree.
That's fine.
I don't know, the last combat went pretty quick.
We will stop
Something
you.
about a little bitty pony doing 100 plus points to the chest.
I'm going to
Twice.
point out, I might have done 100 points twice, but the big blue
It
pony
was
with his
si- it
machine
was
guns
size
did
point.
more.
Yeah, and it was 1.5, so she got extra bonuses compared to normal.
Oh no, I get normal anyway because I'm tiny. I get bonuses against regular size or bigger opponents.
Aren't ponies size 0?
I'm a pipsqueak.
I know, but isn't it a higher bonus depending on the
No,
on how
the bonus
big
doesn't
something
go
is?
up. The bonus does not go up.
Oh, okay.
It'd be cool if it did,
That would be super cool.
but then it
I
would be
mean-
ridiculous.
Yeah, you go up against the Thunderhead.
So
If you can survive long enough to get a hit in,
Who's
it's
doing
gonna
recap?
hurt it.
Who's doing recap next week?
Glacier, you can do the recap.
damn it. Okay.
You were not here next week, Fee.
I'm here next week.
I thought you said you were off the 6th.
No, why would I be off the 6th?
Sophie?
I'm certain you said that.
Hang on.
Yeah, so last Tuesday, yay, Friday's back on. By the way, Friday the 6th, I will have to be somewhere else.
Oh, right, I will let you all know, as soon as I do. I'm contacting that person right now to see if they're still want to do that thing.
That thing you do?
Also, I think Sophie gets there pretty early on the day for them anyway, Tom.
Yeah, and Sophie doesn't get here till the 11th. Just stop the recording. Bye, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. Who's doing recap next week?
Glacier.
Glacier.
Okay. Remember, you have to do it in your character's voice.